Hey guys, today's Monday, August the 28th of 2023. Now we're going to go over the dollar, energy, and metals. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see, crude oil has just hit this 37.5 Gann ratio level of 84, and it's just kind of stalling, going sideways, but still strong. You see that we're in a range right now, and looks like it got a nice little bump, but we need to close above the mobile bands, which is 843, in order for us to get some positive momentum to test this high again. RBOB, same thing, although RBOB got a nice slam to the downside on the weekly. You got a PPS sell signal, pierced the mobile bands, but it hasn't closed below it. It needs to close below 258 to get more downward pressure and maybe test 225. You see that it found support at 250. Got a PPS buy signal, but we need to close above 267. But so far, it's kind of mixed. This is like a PPS buy signal. Hekanashis are positive, but the trend is negative, and you haven't broken out of the mobile band. So this is kind of mixed. Although you can see there's some strength coming in here with the two histogram bars that are yellow. Natural gas, we're going to go over this at the end of the video. As you can see, we're in the mobile bands, which is 256 all the way to 271. So this is going to be noise. It's going to be a lot of chop. And the histograms on the week, they're getting weaker. Got blue bars, and there's a squeeze play. And on the day, we got a PPS buy signal and a yellow histogram bar, and it looks like it wants to break out of the mobile bands, which is good. Which is 263 around there. It's kind of hovering around there. It's a key level. You see my video, my last video. Let's go to heating oil. Look at heating oil. Test that trend line, pulled back, broke above it. Now, over the trend line. You can see it more on the daily here. So heating oil is pretty strong. Pretty strong. I want to see if we can stay above this trend line. But so far it's looking good. If we can stay above this trend line, I might go long. I might want to go and test maybe some highs over here. But so far this one's looking good. Let's go to the metals real quick. And gold in a squeeze play on the weekly. You can see it's in the mobile bands. It was kind of choppy here. 1931 needs to close below that in order for us to go here. You can see that it tried doing it here and then it came right back in. So it's still in the noise barrier. And on the daily, you got a PPS buy signal. In order to go long over here, we need to close above 1951, at least to test 2022, or at least test it. But so far it's here. So on the short time frame, it's positive. And on the weekly, it's looking good. The Hekanashi candle is positive, but you got to break a lot of support resistance up here in order for some good conviction. Silver bounced off this trend line up here now, so it's looking good. Got two yellow bars. PPS buy signal kicked in on the August 21st, so that's looking good. It's holding on this trend line, so far that's looking good. And my short on copper got stopped out right here on this on the week of the 21st. This pop, whatever this is, probably was this one right here. It got me. I had my short, my stop right here, and I got stopped out. So I'm watching it. Look now, kind of like pulled back now. It's below this trend line. So I'm just kind of seeing to see what's going to do. If it's going to, now go down with force, might jump in again, or if not, it's a reversal. So we'll see. But so far it's hovering, below the trend line. In the short time frame, it's much stronger compared to the weekly. So you got a weekly sell signal, and then you got a daily buy signal, since it's very mixed. Palladium, same thing. Got a yellow histogram, getting some strength. You need to close at least above 958, at least to test 1003. And on the daily, you got a PPS buy signal, so it's strong here. It needs to just break out here to get some more conviction for this move to continue. Yep, 1003. That'll be the target. Let's go to platinum. Let's go to palladium real quick. And then we'll go to the dollar, and then we'll go to natural gas. And there. As you can see, we're in a range right here. 1343 all the way to 1185, and there's nothing really going on. So I would just kind of watch it, put some alerts here and there to see what happens. But this is where you don't want to be caught in this chop fest. So I would avoid palladium for now. The dollar. Look at the dollar. King dollar. Wow. From my last video, I remember we were dancing around the 50% level, and now we exploded higher, and we wanted to, and it looks like it wanted to kiss 104. And it almost made it. It kind of pulled back a little bit, but I think it was probably going to test it really good, like here. Momentum is still strong. It could be getting exhausted, but it's still chucking along higher, so that's good. So if we get to 104, you see what happens there. If it's a double top, then it's probably going to go down, and the metals are going to explode, and the currencies like the euro and all that stuff will start getting momentum to the upside. But if this doesn't stop it, then it's going to go to 105, which is the high. Well, not the high. The high was actually 114. So we got ways to go. And if it's going to go up here, you got this Gann fan 50% level, or the 1x1, anchored from the high to the low here, where this could probably be an interesting area if it's going to stall. So this could be a probably good area to short, maybe. If it's not a fail new high here or a double top, it could be over here. So you got maybe two shots at it with a tight stop to see if it's going to turn. If it doesn't, then you get stopped down. If it goes up here, then you need to do another short with a nice little stop, just in case you're wrong. And then if it can't hold 105, then it's going to go straight to 114 and test it. So those are my thoughts on the dollar. What time is it? Wow, 7 minutes. I spent so much time, and I wanted to go over nat gas. So let's see what's important here. So we did get a nice pop here. We went over the point of control, which is 257. So we got this gap. So it could get filled. They say in theory that it should get filled. So expect maybe a pullback to fill this gap and maybe resume the trend higher. Let's see if I could put some my Gann grid. As you can see, look at that. It kissed the 50, not the 50, the 1x1 right here. Install. That's the 60, can't even talk. 263. Nothing there. I don't have anything to show here. Trend lines. Yep. Measured moves. Now I put my measured moves positive to see if this is the low. If this is our August 24 swing low, and see if we're going to trend higher. So I want to see how that's going to play out. So I adjusted that this morning. And then there's a trend line. So let's go into our simple glance chart. As you can see, MACD still negative, but we are at the point of control around 262, 263. That's an important line right there. We bounced off here. Tom D mark knife candle. MACD, the daily is negative. PPS buy signal as of today. And we kissed the 50 and the 20 SMA right here. And price action is out of the cloud. So that's good. But look at this. Look at the future on the cloud is already indicating some negativity. So we gotta monitor that on the Ichimoku cloud. But so far, price action is above. We're about to break the mobile band. So look, it's starting to get green. And you got a daily Heikin positive, and the trend is white. So that's good. So if we could close above 264 around there and just start pushing higher, got the value area high of 281. And you got the top of the linear regression channel up here, which will probably be targets. So far, the 100 SMA has been holding. Let's look at our levels real quick. I'm already at 9 minutes. So this was the 263 right here. The key level to watch, and you see that we kind of stall, have an issue here this month of August. So if we could continue pushing higher, this is going to get a 272. But so far, this is where we're at right now on the big picture on the monthly. On the weekly, so far we're above 254. So I would be buying dips. As long as we can stay above 254, I'll be buying dips. That's me. I don't know about you, but that's my mindset. Look at targets. That 266, you got over here 269, and for the week 271 all the way to 277. So far is looking good. But who knows once the U.S. session opens. In regards to the daily, which is today, we found support at this pivot, which is the 260 right here so far. And you got that trend line right here that we kissed and just pulled back. We haven't tried it again, but if we could get above there, then 266 would be your target. And then there's this other trend line over here, 280 and 287. I don't know if it's going to get that far, but we're very overextended just for Monday. So it's finding support right here. So we'll see how that goes. But we got to stay above 251 and 253, 254, which is down right here. Lastly, square of 9. So what was our low? 242 right here that we came down. This whole low from here. What is it? 301 all the way to 242. Using our Gann square of 9. So we went from all the way here and oscillated all the way back to the 45 degree 242 right here. And then we kind of regained all the way, and we had what, 265, 266, the 180 degree right here. So picture this as a circle. And these are the cardinal lines here. And, you know, we hit the 180 degree. So, you know what? It could be that we just kind of oscillate back and forth around here. So targets to the upside, well, the main target would be at least 273. You got 271, you got 277, just somewhere around here, which lines up with the 194 low that we have, that 199 in February, 274, and so forth. This is kind of a little hot zone right here on, what do you call it, natural gas. So we'll see how it's going to play out. So far, you're hovering around the 180 degree, which is right here. So let's see how that's going to play out. I am going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the dollar, energy, and the metals.